Hi, my name is Christopher Ford. I'm with HappyDoc, and today I am going to show you our HappyInsights platform. HappyInsights is the answer to the question, what could you do if you could see inside of all of your exam rooms all of the time, all at once? What if you could turn your AI-generated notes into revenue? So this is the HappyInsights platform. This is right now a weekly report. It's updated once a week and delivered to your inbox. You open it up and you see a lot of insights into trends that are happening across your clinic or multiple clinics. There are a few different views inside of HappyInsights. The first is the overall summary. This is sort of a quick glance at what's happening inside your clinic. You can see an example of client praise that was spoken out loud inside of an exam room. You can see your trends, assuming that we have integration with your PIMS, Cornerstone, Avamark, Impromed, two-way integration with those PIMS. We can go ahead and look at your appointment data, and then we can also look at what's happening with your goals around acceptance rates. That can be for wellness plans, for payment plans, for dental services. So you can make sure that you're hitting your goals there. We outline some of the wins of the week and some of the opportunities for improvement. For example, right here, 18 clients declined due to cost. Payment plans were only mentioned in 3 of the conversations. So 15 conversations where clients were declining due to cost, where a payment plan was not mentioned at all. There are many more examples like that. You can also see some of what clients are saying. For example, right here, I didn't know you guys did ultrasounds here. I've been driving 40 minutes to the specialty clinic for those. Maybe an opportunity to market a service that the practice offers. Additional highlights down below, but this is really the overview. You can then dig into specific parts of this information, starting with client insights, client praise, net satisfaction, complaints. All of that kind of data is trended out here. You can also see specific examples of praise. You can even use this to call out your staff for providing such great customer service. This will also flag concerns. For example, 5 clients mentioning long wait times and that being up from 2 last week. So maybe gives you an indication that you need to address wait times. Things clients didn't know that you offer. Dental cleanings. 1 client asked mid-exam if you do dental cleanings after their dog's teeth were already assessed as grade 3. This is really interesting. You can learn where clients are going instead for specific services. So they're going online to get medications for flea and tick. They're going other places for grooming. They're going other places for dental, for emergency care. If you offer any of these, then you want to make sure that you're recommending that regularly, and then inside of HappyInsights, you can actually track if those things are being recommended. Unanswered questions. What clients asked that went unanswered? Post-surgery care, cost of future visits, etc. All this type of information. This is really interesting one. Why clients said no. Cost, number 1. Timing. Want to wait. Need to ask partner. Understanding the barrier to a yes for patient care is the first way in which you can help address that to get more yeses so that you can improve the quality of care for patients. The next section is clinical performance. There's a number of things you can track here, but the example I'm going to show you here is dental. With the dental performance tracking, you can see how often is dental being recommended when it should be recommended. You can see right here, percentage of patients with dental disease, DHS 2 or higher, who received a cleaning recommendation. Ideally, you want that to be as high as possible. Same thing with acceptance rate. So are clients accepting that? And then the cleaning's completed. You can then also go and look into specific parts of those dental conversations to understand if you're not hitting your goal, where do you need to focus on? Communication quality, preventative care, etc. Then that segues directly into patient outreach. So let's take the example of dental. What we have here is we see for this week, there were 47 patients with a dental health score of 2 or higher seen. 29 of them had dental recommended, but 18 did not have it recommended, even though they should have. So HappyDoc is listing out for you the names of those patients so that your CSR or whoever else on your team has the capacity to can reach out. Here's their phone number, their email address, and whether or not it was recommended. And then you can reach out to them and follow up and recommend that to try to capture some of that revenue. You can also look at information on a doctor by doctor basis. This can be helpful for doctor feedback or coaching. And then we also finally, that's the doctor comparisons. And then finally, we look at action plans. And the action plan is really where you want to focus each week based on your goals. So there's a lot of data here. The action plan tab really helps to crystallize, what do I want to focus on this week? You have a limited amount of time. Maybe you can only focus on 1, 2, or 3 things. That's going to call that out here. And then you can follow up each week to see how you're doing. This week's priorities, for example, introduce payment plan mention into cost-related decline conversations. This is just some of what HappyInsights can do. If you want to take a closer look at what it might look like inside of your clinic, get a hold of us at HappyDoc.ai. Thank you very much.